Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Stacey Van Dyke.
And I'm Justin Betty, and we start tonight with that VNL whistleblower investigation. A Fargo woman says she was trapped in the back seat of a Doyle's cab over the weekend after the car was hit from behind and then took off chasing that other vehicle.
Now, that's not exactly what Doyle's says happens. Valley News Team's Kirsty Madej got to the bottom of it and explains what you can do if you find yourself in a similar situation.
Michelle Christensen says this past Sunday night, she needed a ride home from work. So she took a cab.
I was working at the La Quinta doing housekeeping. I just had gotten done. They called me a cab.
Christensen says she got off work around 6:30 p.m. and just wanted to get home. But just minutes away from her apartment, she says the cab was hit from behind and that she hit her head on impact.
In that moment, I was just stunned.
Christensen says the cab driver left the vehicle to try and exchange information, but the other driver took off, so the cab driver followed.
At that point, I said, no, just let me out.
The manager at Doyle's admitted to the crash and the chase, adding that it lasted through one parking lot at a low rate of speed.
It seemed like forever.
Surveillance video from inside the cab shows that Christensen didn't hit her head. Regardless, Doyle says if you find yourself in a similar situation with one of their drivers, to call 911 right away. In Fargo, Kirsty Madej, Valley News Live.
The Doyle's manager says Fargo police are investigating the situation, but FPD says they couldn't find a report similar to this situation. It's also worth noting that while the whole interaction was caught on surveillance video, Doyle's would not release that video to us, and they say they stand by the words of their driver.
Meanwhile, Uber and Lyft have certain features built into their apps, so if you ever feel unsafe during a ride, you can use those. Sharing your destination with someone, pushing a warning button. Doyle's doesn't have those features.
If you need help with an issue in your community, you can call our whistleblower hotline too. The number's on your screen, 701-369-3187. Leave us your tip and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it.
Outside